okay with the rejection if I'm not your type. What you're not gonna do is call me ugly.
So you don't think that there's any person in this world who would look at you and say,
He's
that man
ugly?
is ugly?
No.
Yeah.
No. 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 Ugly? No. Calling me as like no. Absolutely not. No.
You're saying it more and more convincing. Like also, like
no. That wouldn't make sense.
How? Me?
Ugly?
Yeah, if it happened.
I honestly would be like, you got to go see someone. You got to go get checked out.
That's where
in my head, bro, not in real life.
Yeah,
like,
I would say, somebody goes, you're hideous looking, like visually.
Or he's ugly. I'm like, guys.
You're clearly racist.
But I'm black. You hate black men.
You have CTE.
I never played football. You played something.
There's not a lot of ugly people. There's a lot of not attractive people.
Right.
So, ugly is different,
the
bro.
The meaning of ugly is offensive to the sight.
See? Like, you're pissing me off for looking like that.
I wonder how many are like naturally ugly people versus people who have like some sort of condition.
The standard for ugly back in the day was what? Flavor Flav. They might have been saying that because he was dark skinned, which is kind of fucked up. But I don't think that.
Let me see. Cause now that I'm older, I want to see if it's a. This is a tough call. because you know what?
We're rolling, right? Sounds rolling, cameras rolling, sound rolling. Molly rolling. Kelly rolling.
Yo, I was watching Showtime at the Apollo last night, and Destiny Child was on
with
there
Gustavo
when it was brand new, like brand new, and they were singing forgot what song, but Kelly's part, I was like,
she should have been the leader of this group.
Yeah, she.
But you know why she wasn't, right?
I mean, her daddy wasn't the boss.
Damn, what are you doing if you manage your son's singing group and your son is
he's the star, baby.
Is the second best singer of his group. He's the second best.
Oh well,
he's the third best.
You see where Beyonce is now?
It's a quartet. Okay. It's a quartet.
You got to push your boy.
He's the worst singer. He's clearly the worst singer, and you can't even. There's no argument.
Well, why you in the group? He's trash.
He's not trash. He's good, but he's not the best singer in his group, and it's clear. And he's not the best looking in his group. And he's all of a sudden,
too much. Well,
and he's all of a sudden dark
that's
skinned.
Probably not my kid.
He's all of a sudden dark skinned now in this scenario, and his hairline recedes
at 19, at 12. Yeah, when I watched it though, when Kelly started singing, I was like, yeah, it was always her. No shade to Beyonce, it's just she was better.
Beyonce, if you out there, no shade. But what my man's is saying is that Kelly should have been.
But Tank just said that out loud.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still with us
in the background? Tank,
yeah.
Yeah.
After he said that, yeah. You know the Hive, bro.
They're not crazy anymore.
Are they not?
Shit. The right thing just has to be said.
Oh, I haven't seen. Maybe I just don't be on her stuff. I don't. I think what happened though was like Beyonce hate got so popular, like people were just like, this is corny now. Y'all doing too much now. Like they don't think the Beehive is crazy because it's like their gripes are legit now. Like y'all just be hating on her for no reason now. Every little thing she does, y'all hate on.
This nigga Keenan, bro. This nigga has anger issues.
Now PTSD?
I'm scared of this nigga.
What are you? Okay, what happened?
First of all, Wildly Inappropriate Podcast.
I'm Gary Michael Anderson.
Keon Poley.
Hey,
Keenan Baker. We're doing a live. This is a live for some of the people that's watching on YouTube. My YouTube, Keon's YouTube.
It's like a Costco sample live.
Yeah. You won't always get this. You sign up to the Patreon, my Patreon or Keon's Patreon. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sign up there. Follow us. You know what I'm saying? This is what you get behind the scenes. Uncut bullshit. So Gary, I'll set it up. We're just driving, right? And so we're driving, and the lady, there's like a lady in front of me, and the light is red, but it's a turnable red because the other cars are turning this other way, so you can make the right turn. So she's just sitting there, she's not turning. So I just went, that's all I did. It was 3 quick honks.
But
here's the thing.
It was 4, and then the last one was a little hold on. He held on to it a little bit.
It didn't
was
have
like, nigga.
Okay, let's say I had a hold. I'll give you the hold, even though it wasn't a hold. I'll give you the 4th and a hold. But my vocal and my tone, did I say anything afterwards?
You didn't say anything.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, hey.
And that was the scariest part. The nigga was stoic about it.
So he was just like, wait a second. So you don't even give people time? You just honk at them?
I was like, damn. No,
that's a lot of honks.
I said that was a lot of honks.
4 honks is a lot of honks.
That's a lot of honks.
But it was just one of those that's like.
And how long was she? Is it red light?
It was a red light, but she could turn right, and she didn't turn right.
Okay.
She was sitting there
for a second.
Yeah. It was just like, all right. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and then I just go. We
didn't know what it was.
I didn't go. Didn't know what it was.
Woman, we didn't know what it was.
At first, no, we didn't. But I just went like this. I went.
Oh, you did the pass and look?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I always.
How long was she sitting there?
It wasn't that long, bro.
It was longer. It was long and red light sitting. People should know what that means. When somebody's sitting at a red light, you just like, all right, bro, and you could make the turn. You sitting there, you give them like 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. All right, it's time to go now. Especially now because this light's about to turn green. We're gonna have to wait for this whole thing now because it's green. So it's just like, yo, make it so we can go and we ain't gotta wait for this whole light to go by.
You can make it right on red.
Yeah,
that's all. Right on red.
And I didn't raise my voice. I didn't make a face. Nothing like that.
Yeah, but we're just talking about what, from her vantage point, what she experienced from your aggression.
No one gives a shit what she experienced. Go.
Thank you.
I disagree.
Go.
And here's the thing.
I'm conflict averse in the streets. I don't know what people want to do.
Now,
I don't know what shit people have on their shoulder.
Now,
Take your time.
I'm not a honker.
Yeah, I'm not honking.
I'm not a honker.
Okay. I'm not putting that out into the world.
I don't honk, but I would be like, what?
That invites.
What are you doing?
You're handshake? Okay.
But they can see you in the mirror and be like,
I'm not doing shit.
What you doing?
But I ain't say shit to you. Yeah, I mean, you can
say
see all this.
I say that.
Even if they walk through the window,
I'm on the phone.
I'm pressing my lines, man.
I'm on the phone.
I'm on my way to audition.
Ain't nobody thinking that though. Everybody was thinking that you talking about them. My thing is just like I was telling Gary, he was just like, so this is how you feel. What about this happened to you? Whatever. My thing is just like when
people be by me, it's my fault.
I'm very apologetic.
Yeah, I'm not. My fault.
Yeah, I'm very. Oh,
it's
sorry,
it's my bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very slavey.
Hold on.
I'm very slavey.
In a scenario like that, how many honks?
I am. When it comes to that, I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm slavey.
How many honks are you like allowing? Are you? So you in the wrong? Burr, 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 burr. You're like, oh shit, my bad.
It already makes me look up and I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
Thank you.
And now they pass you and they're like, burr.
Honestly,
pass you,
I've been in those situations and I'll be like, what's this guy's problem?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't, because I'm like, you're going through something that had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you're a weirdo.
They come over to
and I just watched that movie Unhinged, so I'm like, I'm good.
Okay.
That
well,
to
you
me,
just watched the movie.
That's
so
like,
these are new.
But even before, because like, I'd be like, what's that about?
Yeah.
Like, because I've seen people do stuff like that where it's like they beep immediately. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it just turned green. What are you doing?
That's different. But if like my thing is, if you give me that extra honk even afterwards and you stare at me, I probably be like, my bad. But if you keep doing, we're like, all right, now it's kind of like, all right, shut your bitch ass up. But my thing is, it's like, like I said, I'm going to still claim fault. If you pass me, I'm like, hey, what the hell, man? But like, I'm not gonna be mad at you for that. If you pass me, give me what the hell, what the fuck, or even a flick off, but like, all right, man, that
doesn't change. That's not gonna change my day. Like wherever you got to be or whatever. All right, I'm still gonna get this 4 for 4.
Have you ever had? Have you ever had a road rage moment though? I have.
Yeah, but it wasn't with the drivers.
What happened?
It was with Connie.
Her in the car with you, but like,
she pissed me off. The drivers were fine.
Yeah, passenger seat rage. You didn't have road rage.
Yeah, she made me mad.
What happened?
She was backseat driving.
Drunk.
Oh, she was drunk driving?
No, she was drunk in the passenger, just being drunk.
And it just annoyed you.
Just to the
This
point.
isn't road rage.
Just no.
It's not
That's why that was the joke. It was like, no.
I've had legit road rage. I pulled up with spike, like, pull over, nigga, we can do this right now.
Oh no,
and after I was like, man, I could have died.
Yeah, I've never.
I could have
done that.
I remember this it's like a Michael Collier joke, and he talked about.
Is it because
he did it on beat? Well, here's the thing: when Michael Collier, he does those type of jokes.
Great guy, by the way.
Yeah, he'll usually say, "Hey," he'll usually say, "These ain't my jokes. Yeah. These are whatever." He'll do that, but this is like a bit that he did on Comic View, and it seemed like it was probably from somewhat of a real experience, but it was pretty much like it was a road race thing, and then he got into it with a dude, and then the dude got out the car and was beating him up. He's like, nah, he's beating me up. This is something else. Like, he's whooping my ass, but this is rage from like a month ago that this nigga's beat me with right now. This ain't today rage. And I was like, one, is hilarious joke, but I was just like, yeah, you got to realize that that's probably what's going on. When somebody gets out of their car and wants to fuck you up, it ain't from today. It's most likely from some shit that might have happened. Maybe today, like, you know, earlier, but it ain't from you. So, and maybe understand I got to be careful, especially if you're not in California. Most people don't have, I mean, I guess people probably have illegal guns out here, but if you in the South doing that shit, I will say I don't see a lot of honking in the South. I think they all understand, like, hey, boy, you pull up on the wrong one.
What's funny is, like, I just saw a sketch of somebody, two people who know how to fight, and it was like, wait, look at his footwork. Wait, his shoulders are square. You know, you want to fight? Nah, I won't fight either. All right. And I'm reading the comments, and it was funny because everybody's like, people who know how to fight don't want to fight. It's always the niggas who, like,
don't know how to fight.
They just want to. But people, if you see somebody and you like, he can get down, I can get down, and we can really hurt each other.
Yeah.
I don't want, like, I'm good, bro. You good? Like, let's
two
just
trained guys.
Yeah, let's just walk away, bro.
Yeah.
Trained people don't want to fight.
But isn't that a part of the training?
Yeah.
Part of
the
it.
mental.
Yeah. When we learned, when I was doing, like, I guess kid karate, because I don't know if karate as a kid is the same thing as, like, you know, adult, like, trying to learn discipline karate, but it's like one of the first things we did learn was just like, yo, essentially don't use your power for evil, and your goal is to try to get out of the fight first.
Yeah.
You should be using this for your last resort. So I think even in that, it's like if you see two boxers or an MMA guy and a boxer, they can tell by stance and walk.
You tell by stance, walk,
all they
foot placement, all that shit. You be like,
yeah,
wait a minute.
Get you a honk trainer.
Yeah, I'm not a big honker. If you're sitting at a green light too long, I'll give you a little ping.
Yeah, little boop.
And I'm not holding
like,
it.
Hey, yeah.
It's not a ding.
I never hold.
I'm not holding it.
Matter of fact, last night we was in a house and somebody honked, and they honked for like 2.5 minutes. We heard them honk, and they was like, and we couldn't. All I could do was hear because we was in the house. But I was like, oh, this nigga's petty. Like, the situation is over unless they're like in the street still somewhere. Like, they're like, maybe they're stuck in traffic, but they just laid on the horn like, yep, nigga, like, you want to do whatever you did, I'm gonna just honk at you to irritate you, which is like, that wouldn't even irritate me. At that point, I just turn my music up and I'd be like, I clearly bothered you.
I don't know if you're turning your music up. It sounds good. It sounds.
Talking about me personally or in general?
Yeah, I think personally. I don't think you just letting somebody just honk at you. I don't think you letting somebody hold the horn.
I've had it happen before. So
and
why wouldn't I?
Because of the way I saw you honk today. And the
that
way
had
you
nothing
did
to
it
do with me
such
being
ease.
honked at, though.
I don't know.
I gotta see it because Gary be putting 2 on 10. So
Gary's manipulating the situation, but it's like,
so I want to see how bad it was. Before honks is excessive.
Well, here's the thing: it wasn't like bam, bam, bam,
No,
bam.
it wasn't.
But why? But why? Beep, 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 beep. That's a lot of honks.
It was a lot of honks.
One was good. One suffices.
Mm-hmm.
To me. That's not a hope. That's not a thing to me. That's not where I don't go like, damn, he just honked
4
at me
honks
4
might
times.
make me be like,
what?
Who the hell?
You adjust in the rear view. Who is this?
If you
Who
give me
is this?
4 quick honks is
4
one,
honks?
is one honk.
You call me a nigga. You might have called me a bitch. Like, 4 honks?
I don't care if it's in the car. If you call me a bitch in your own car, I don't
What
give
if it's
a-
4 honks and you look in the rear view and it's Jamie Foxx?
I'd be like, I get out the car. Hilarious.
But I mean, to me, 4 the quick honks that I did, to me, is one honk. Like, if I would have went bam, 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 I would have been like, all right, then that's too much work right there. You're doing too much.
I've never double honked.
I don't think I've never been in a car.
I'm just now that I'm thinking about it.
I think that's why it stuck with me. I was like,
I've never done that.
You've been in a car
That was a different
40 years
cadence.
of life with the people that you grew up with.
I've
Your
only
mother,
been in a
your
car with
father.
honkers, like, I've never
quick, but I've never.
That's That's
like,
worse
holy
than the
shit.
4 quick honk. The burm is way
A
worse.
holder
Oh no,
is
yeah, it's
worse.
worse.
It's
That
worse.
is worse.
What are we
It's
talking
way
about
worse.
here?
But we've never experienced a 4 honk.
Yeah, so it was unique to me.
Yeah,
I've never
the experience
experienced
of
that.
it. Like now that I'm recalling, I've never done it or seen.
Let us know in the chat. 'Cause I feel like these niggas putting extras right now.
I've never seen a
I just-
quadruple
I just-
honk.
It just hasn't happened.
Yeah, I've just never seen it.
Yeah,
The
I'm not saying it's wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe because I grew up with a lot of angry motherfuckers. the quadruple.
What's the
honk,
maximum honks you've seen?
I can't count. I've heard a lot. I've heard a hella honk before. I can't give you a. But to me, the honk count doesn't matter as much as the laying on of the honk. That means more than me than anything. So it does.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not
Am
wrong.
I wrong, Chad?
Laying on it is the most disrespectful.
Is the
Right.
most disrespectful.
I
yes.
think
But
literally,
a quadruple honk
Yes.
is that's got to be like one of those obscure ESPN
Yeah.
stats. Like,
Yeah.
there's only been a few quadruple
yeah.
honks
Not a
in
lot.
the history of the league.
Not a lot.
Like,
no.
Not a lot.
On May 19th,
I've been
Yep.
multiple honked at multiple times before. and
quadruple honked.
I'm sure I have.
That's
But
such an odd cadence. It's an odd rhythm.
Like, how did you get to
I
Yeah,
don't
like,
think anybody. I didn't count the 4. It was just like
I know.
It was just I just did it.
Because you were blind rage.
That's what I said. Stoic.
My energy
A
didn't go
sociopath.
anywhere. Gary didn't see my energy shift.
It didn't. That's what it was. That's
To
what
me,
was
that means that
concerning.
shit just like I was just like, come on, bro, like pick it up, get out of here.
So they're saying in Detroit it's very common.
The four honks.
They said,
the multiple honk is probably
The
common.
multiple
I'm
honk
sure
is-
it's common in most cases.
All right.
but,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
not-
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why they're not in the Super Bowl. So, you know, the
won't
culture.
stop honking.
This is why. What up, Doe? Detroit. That's what I love Detroit as a city. Detroit
Actually,
is
I
super
do
dope.
too.
Detroit is one of
I really
it's
enjoyed
a
it.
dope. It's a black city. The women in Detroit are some of the best looking. Here's what I'm about to say.
relatively speaking.
From my experience,
Walk that
when we
back.
went out there, the 2 times I went out to Detroit, right? There's some of the best looking regular women. Like
Okay.
Okay.
there. When I was out there, there wasn't like a bunch of like Hollywood looking, flashy looking girls out there.
Okay.
They all look like
What month was it?
I forgot. But like
was it in the winter or was it not snowing? Was it cold?
it
or
was it
warm?
wasn't snowing, but it was kind of cold.
Okay.
But it wasn't snowing. But they looked like a bunch of women that was just like they look like a bunch of wives out there. Like it's like these I would marry these are girls that are like marryable.
Do
from a visual
women
standpoint.
look better, most women, in the winter season versus summer?
It depends what better is.
It depends on what you like.
Because to me, I think women look sexier in the summer.
I think women look sexier in the winter. More clothes, more style.
I love winter styles.
Yeah.
But sexy and fine
And
are
it's
two
just
different
face.
things, though.
And it's just face. And I'm like, you're just pretty.
Exactly. So that's different to me. If I said sexy versus just like fine.
I mean, in summer they just be naked, but you have to.
I like the mystery of it. You got to kind of figure out like like some of it is just like glaring.
I just like,
but some of
you
it is
just
like,
look
ooh,
good.
I
Like
wonder
you
what you
just,
got. I wonder
because
what
in summer, like this is what people don't never factor in. Whether it comes to nudity, whatever, you got to take the good with the bad too. So
sure.
in summer, I'm like, oh, that look nice, but these 5,
Yeah, this busted
it's
hot
like
over
the
here.
numbers
Yeah.
ain't enough for me. Like, yeah, I'm gonna see some oohs, but I'm gonna see
but you're saying
mostly.
in the winter.
The
in the
winter is just face
yeah,
and
face.
just like
It's simplified face
yeah.
and hair.
Summer, it's
Yeah,
like
and
it's a lot
style.
I didn't sign up for, and
Well,
I'll be like,
we're
damn.
asking what do you like more is different. I think
What I like more, what appeals to me more is the winter look.
I agree.
I love a winter jacket.
I like the
I like
winter
a
looks.
winter look to me because when you can
and I see the hair coming out the beanie or
Yeah.
scarf. I'll be
Yep.
like,
because
That's
to
so
me
cute.
look at her.
to me I think
Yeah.
it takes more style in the wintertime. You have to put together an outfit in the wintertime, like a dope ass whatever. Or
Yeah.
even if you're low key, it's still I like always like low key looking women anyways. I like less makeup. I don't like a lot of flashiness in the
I
girls
hate
I'm with.
makeup.
So when it comes to the summertime, I feel like the summertime there's more makeup, it's more flash, and to me I think summertime women's look. When I say sexier, I mean sex appeal. I want to fuck her immediately. Whereas in the
But that's just because
wintertime,
they naked though.
So
that's
do
what
you-
I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm basing it off of. Sexy
Yeah, I do
versus
like
just
shoulders.
fine.
I love shoulders.
So
Do you prefer? So you say you don't like makeup. So
I'm
would
not
you
a fan.
would you prefer?
Very light,
makeup.
very
Yeah,
light,
very
very
light.
light.
Okay,
Very
Does it
light.
say-
Not-
would you prefer your lady to have to just show her cystic acne or to wear too much makeup? Show
Well, if
show
she-
the
if
bad
she had it?
blemishes. She got bad skin.
If she had it?
hypothetically, yeah. Hypothetically, she has bad skin. Would you
Keon
prefer to
wouldn't
wear
be with
too
it
much
first.
makeup?
He
I'm
wouldn't
about
be
to say
with it.
this is a hard
He's not
question.
being. Yeah, you can't ask him.
You want to be with a woman with bad skin?
No. Ew,
I wouldn't be
Peter
attracted
face.
to it.
I feel lucky that my partner doesn't have bad skin, but I don't think that's a deal breaker.
It would be. I wouldn't get there. Like I wouldn't be
You wouldn't
like,
you wouldn't
ooh,
approach her.
You know what I mean? Like yeah, I just it's hard. It's so hard to answer hypotheticals when it comes to certain things. 'Cause I'm like I wouldn't
can't get
get
past
there.
it?
Like I wouldn't get there.
Let me ask you
If
this.
she develops
can't
it
imagine
after
the
we
most-
already together.
You
Right.
can't imagine the most. Okay, yeah, let's do that then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you develop it after
It's
together.
a sickness.
they got sick. Face fucked up.
Face fucked up. She don't know what to do.
I wouldn't mind the makeup then, only because
So more makeup, or too much makeup versus too little makeup.
Too much it just looks weird, but I don't know because I know how people are. Even though people don't say stuff out loud like we do, I know what people be, and it's just like honestly, don't.
Do you? I would ask you this. I would
just say too much makeup then.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go too much.
Yeah, because then you're kind of like dating two people now, because you get to date her like out in the world with too much makeup, and then at home she takes all that makeup off, she has a different face. So it's like.
But that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, does she have to wear makeup the majority of the other time? So it's at home and outside.
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you insecure in your safe space.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The home is supposed to be where you can
lay down
let it all out. You can shave your beard. You can women. We know what y'all be doing. When y'all be plucking and shaving. That's where you're supposed to be able to do that at the house. You know, that's not.
You know what's funny? I when I used to see women out there with like hairy legs at times when they like let their hair in their legs grow or hair in their underarms, I used to be like, you nasty. Just do something with this. And now that I'm married and like Janelle was just like she won't shave for a few days and her legs would be hairy. Like it won't be like full on bush, but I can just see like some hairs or whatever. I'm not even like mad at it. It doesn't bother me at all. I just go, I might joke around about it, but like, hey.
It depends on why. Like if you're growing it for a waxing, I get it.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, they have to grow it out. They have to be a certain length to get stuff waxed. So that's why they grow stuff out to get it waxed. So I'm like, all right, but if you're just being, I'm not a fan of lazy. So
that's not just lazy. I think it takes an effort to shave your legs daily.
You don't have to do it every day.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every day, but when you just don't care. This is what I don't like about that scenario. And you've heard people talk about it before. I don't like how people, and this is men and women, give their best to the world.
And to your
spouse, you give them bullshit. I don't like that.
That's true.
I don't think that's fair to any. And I'm not talking about just physical. Your best. There's some people who go out in the world and they're amazing. They come home and your spouse catches hell.
Yeah. And
like I don't like that. I don't. Whatever you give to the world, I need that. I need that, and then some to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff because it's just like. Now, if you had the girls' night or something, you're going to shave them. But I got to take the bullshit? Like, no, I'm not.
So let me ask you this, because there's always that question of like, or there's always that scenario where women put that post up. When I was in a relationship, this is how I look. And they're like overweight. They look like messed up or whatever. And then now that I'm single, I look like this. It's just like, oh, so you put it.
Right.
You'll see men in the comment sections like, so you put an effort in.
For strangers.
For strangers.
For the person who loves you.
Now you want to look your best self now that you're not in a relationship. And it's just like some women are like, well, he made me feel like this. It's just like, yo, at the end of the day, I still feel like I understand that scenario too. But I still feel like you should be doing this for yourself anyways. You should be trying to look good for yourself anyways. Because you did it for yourself when you got out of the relationship. Right. You should be doing it for yourself in a relationship.
And if you're gonna be raggedy, then be raggedy outside.
Yeah.
Like so you can't say, oh, I just don't care. When you got to not care all the time. You can't be out in the world like, oh, I'm bad, and then get home.
I think it speaks to a deeper issue.
Probably.
Generally. And maybe she may be subconsciously trying to self-sabotage a relationship.
Well, I've heard women say, I don't know if it's that deep. I've heard women say they just get comfortable.
Yeah. That too.
They just get
women. Couples get comfortable.
Yeah, they just be like,
men put on
I've heard
too.
dudes be like, yeah, she's okay with it. You know what I mean? It's just people get comfortable. But I don't think that's.
They don't hold us to the same standard.
I think it's fucked up though. Honestly, I don't think it's fair for you to get with your person and be like, well, I know you love me for whatever, so. Oh well,
deal with it. No.
It's like that's not right.
I think you're an asshole if you purposely be like, hey, you're supposed to love me even if I put on weight. It's like, no. You should be giving your best effort to stay or to at least to look good for one, like I said, for yourself first, but also for me. Now, if we're both getting out of shape, you can't get on your partner and be like, hey, you got out of shape. Like, nigga, you got out of shape.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're staying in great shape and your partner doesn't have like she didn't just get pregnant or something like that. She just put on weight or your husband just put on weight. It's like, and she's staying in shape. It's like, nigga, you need to get it together.
And that's one thing I don't like that dudes do. Dudes will fall the fuck off.
For sure.
And then talk about women like they need to get it. Like, nigga, do you see yourself?
Yeah.
Dudes talk a lot of shit. And most dudes are out of shape.
Yeah.
And dudes be talking a lot of shit. And I'll be like, bruh, like, you take your shirt off and this shit everywhere. But you talking about these women, that's not. Get the fuck out of here with that, man.
I agree. I think if you are an out of shape uncle looking dude and you only 30 years old, but
Yeah,
you, like
you hat fishing all day. You do it, but you got a lot of judgment on women. Fuck out of here,
yeah,
bro.
I can't give you that.
Depends.
Fuck out of
Depends
here.
where his bag is. I would say. I don't partake, but I would say it depends on where his money.
No,
is.
he's doing it
If
because he can.
Yeah, if he got bread
Obviously.
like that, he can make his demands the demands
But
that he wants
I
to
don't
make.
see that. I don't see that though. I don't see a guy
yeah.
with real
It just
bread.
be other raggedy niggas. Like,
Bro, raggedy niggas shouldn't speak anyway. So,
they shouldn't be alive.
yeah, I mean, you know,
They should be dead. Golly.
they should be in prison. They should be behind bars.
But that's the thing. I feel like a lot of times those dudes are not even in the space.
So they can't create any more children.
Oh, that's fucked up. That'd be fucked up if you forcing vasectomies on them. And like, no, I'm getting my shit together, please, no.
I'm getting my shit together.
I'm getting my shit together. No.
I look worse than this. I got here.
I'm a late bloomer.
I'm going back to church.
Get him out of here.
But I do think that if we started to put like some strict standards on both sides, like I think you sent me that. Where I don't know if you sent me that, but I saw a video of like it was like China or something like that, or someplace in Asia. Where those
Yeah,
stores were like
indeed.
all the stores for big people were like called like Fats R Us or whatever it was called.
It
like
was fucked up.
It was
names,
named
bro.
like
It
fat
was
people names.
hilarious.
So it's
It's
kind
like
of like
Asia. They don't give a fuck.
yeah, it shames
Yeah.
essentially the name shames you for having to go in there. When you see in their society, there's not a lot of heavy set people. So it's
No.
like in America.
They walk a lot though. They stretch. They change.
Right, they have
America is
routines, yeah.
a
I
I think
mess,
their DNA
bro.
is different too.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
Of course, but it's
Yeah.
like
I know
America's
diets
a
are
mess.
different.
their diets for
Yeah.
sure different. But I think too they understand that too. They're like, I still even when they come out here, I still don't see a whole bunch of fat Asians. I see some, but it's still not as much as like you think you would see.
That would be interesting. I wonder if in 30 years will the DNA change to the point where like Asian women have ass? Do you think Asian women have like Chinese women have ass in 30 years
In China or here?
Without surgery, no.
without surgery?
No.
So do you think that because like in the white women have went through like a whole cycle or a whole fucking journey of like their bodies, like because you remember like in the Baywatch years, like in the 90s, it was just like
The
skinny,
big fake boobs?
skinny, and titties.
Yeah.
And then ass came all of a sudden. So did they always have ass? They were just covering it
No.
up?
No,
Or did they evolve into having more ass
I don't
because of
think
their
it's-
diets,
no.
etc.?
I don't think it's evolving at all. I think booty got hot and they got into the gym or they got surgery.
Yeah.
And so then you had some. Of course, you
Because
had
even growing up, we knew like one or two white girls with ass. That
Yeah,
was it.
that-
Okay,
that's-
so-
It was
Yeah.
like I mean, that's my joke. It was like an anomaly. Like,
Yes. And now
Because everybody's getting
Surgery's
surgery.
surgery's aside.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about surgery. I'm talking about like natural ass.
I don't
How much
see-
is left?
yeah.
How much natural ass is left?
I'm talking about in college, there was white chicks who had crazy ass. A lot. That's
I
what I'm
didn't see a
talking
lot.
about.
And
I
the
didn't
ones
see
who
a lot.
did, they were all on the volleyball team. They played a
they-
sport.
Yeah. So just like I said, it went.
I didn't see random
Regular-
white girls with fat
Same
asses
here.
all
I
over the
Same
place.
here.
saw a lot of regular white
I
women
didn't.
with fat asses.
And was it actual ass or were they just bigger?
Both.
Because that matters.
Both.
You know
It
what
was
I mean?
more than I was anticipating.
I'll say this.
It was way more than I was anticipating.
Y'all went to predominantly you went to
I went to what?
PWIs,
Wait,
right?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Predominantly.
Predominantly white colleges, institutes.
Nigga, we're not
Beep, 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 beep.
Wait,
I
I be stuttering, bro. We already know.
already
This.
said prehistorically.
Nah, I said predominantly
Okay.
PWIs, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to an HBCU, and then
Yeah, so you're not in the conversation then.
then I went to another college out here at Cal State Dominguez, right? So it was like it's more of a commuter school, so we had everything. But it's like even in that
Now, California white and Midwest white,
It's completely
they're
different.
built, and Southern white are built completely, different.
now, here's the thing: it didn't matter that I went to an HBCU. Outside of the HBCU was still the majority white. So when we walked, when we had to go to Hungry Howie's or we went to the Food Line or whatever the case may be,
Nigga said
Yeah, at least I don't know what that is.
it's a
but-
great pizza place.
That's funny.
But it's like when we went to these places to go get something to eat or go grocery shopping, we saw the whites. 'Cause-
Okay.
So when I saw them, I would say, and I think it's like you say, I think it's different in your region.
But hold on,
in the South,
I
in the
gotta
South,
ask.
there's more ass.
I gotta
than
ask.
white girls.
Are you someone who looks at all the women?
Yeah, I look
Okay.
at ass.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
like when I saw white girls, even though I wasn't necessarily attracted to a whole bunch of
So
white
you
girls
think
like
these
that.
white girls in the South always had ass back in the 80s?
I think girls in the South, they eat different.
Yeah.
So they're built different.
And then the Midwest girls, they do a lot of thighs and stuff. They do more work. Like they be built different, bro. They throwing hay around and shit, and they just riding horses. Like you gotta think about it. Like in Montana, shit, they riding horses and shit growing up. They legs is built as fuck.
It was just the media. What the media was pushing at the time.
I think that it depends on your region.
I think Hollywood pushes it. So it's like,
but even 70s porn was maybe those girls,
they got shamed for being, they got shamed.
They weren't getting hired.
And also too, I
they was like, we need you bones. There was a time where it's like they wanted women bone skinny.
Bone and bush.
White guys used to say, "Ew, she has a fat ass."
Yeah,
like that's not a thing now. But it's like I remember white guys would say that. So white women didn't. That's what they wanted to be attracted to.
Yeah, so they were purposely not trying to have ass.
So they were working out, or they were hiding it.
They might have been hiding. If they had ass, they might have been hiding it, or
they weren't. They just weren't focused on trying to build it either, though.
Right.
Everybody wants ass now.
Right. Exactly. Booty is the number one focus right now. So they're either building it in the gym, or because even when I go to the gym now, right?
All they do is
literally
squats.
Women are not doing anything upper body, just like men are not doing anything lower body. A lot of times,
usually didn't do any. Women have been known to not do much
which is
upper body.
Ridiculous because they don't know how muscles work.
But still, I feel like now the focus is legit, like only booty type exercises. It wasn't like
they used to be in the gym to be skinny.
Exactly.
Now they're in the gym to get ass.
It was just hella cardio.
Hella cardio.
That's
now
it.
they on the squat racks.
Yep.
24 hours a day.
Squat racks are majority
always
women.
packed.
Yeah.
Always packed.
And by women.
Always packed.
My
I
gyms,
haven't been to the gym in years.
Oh my god, bro! The squat racks is just hella chicks.
Like a line.
You can't get in.
Yeah.
You can't get in.
Fucking insane.
You can't get, and that's part of the reason why dudes don't lift legs. It's like I can't get over here. They're on all the leg machines, bro. They're on the leg press. They're on the squat rack. All they do is legs, and they think if they lift one weight upper body that they're gonna turn into the Hulk. Which is like, if it was that easy, every nigga would be buff.
Yeah.
What makes you think you gonna be buff when all these niggas are trying to be buff and they not buff?
And you know what's crazy? These women out here squatting some real weight.
Well, they're stronger in the legs.
Yeah,
they're
built
built
in
for
general,
that.
It's like, guys. Some guys look at women as like weaker physically.
Nah,
but
from
like,
the waist down, they're way stronger.
Bro,
they're
out
built
here,
for that.
They throwing up some 2 to 3 plates on each side. I'm like, woo.
I wonder
Crazy.
if the exercise in the building of the muscles, does that build the pussy muscle?
Probably.
Does it change the aerodynamics of the vagina? Scientifically,
I guess let's just talk about this then. It's like
I've never smashed a super ripped.
I was gonna
in
ask.
shape
have you
chick.
smashed
Oh no!
girl?
Yes, I have.
Have you smashed a girl who went through the transformation?
What?
Like when she was like,
whoa.
No, that's transition. That's not transformation. That's transition.
I mean, all
this
the
nigga was triggered
all
immediately.
all the terms
He's
now.
like,
All the terms now mean the same thing.
No, I meant like they were normal built, and then they went to like being real built, and going through that.
No,
did
I
the
don't
pussy
know.
change? Did it feel different?
I don't know anybody like that.
I never started with a chick that wasn't, and now she was.
Yeah.
But
So y'all never had any projects?
damn.
Y'all don't. No, it's
I've had girls that were bigger and lost weight.
bro. So okay, so
Well,
you never
that's
had
not
a
a fair question to ask me because nigga, when have I been around long
Yeah, that's
enough
true. So
to
you never
have a project?
So you never dated a girl's like, oh, if she's dope, if she fuck with me and we get in the gym for about 6 months, she's gonna be crazy dope. You never had that?
Well, I never been the guy that trained chicks from a gym perspective. So I was like, nah. But I've seen girls be like, yo, if she does hit the gym, she gonna be crazy. Whether she was overweight or she was super
That's
skinny.
interesting. Okay.
But I have messed with a fit chick.
I've had project chicks,
I've had messed with. So I guess just ask the question first of, have you messed with a fit chick and was the pussy better than a regular built or a thicker chick?
It would be hard to
that's
judge because the girls are different.
Yeah.
I would only be able to. I would only
It has to
try
be
to
the
judge
same-
on
you have
the
to have a
same girl.
controlled-
yeah, a
controlled
controlled
environment.
environment. Yeah.
Was a pussy buffer? Stronger? Was it? I'm just saying. Was it tighter?
I remember. I'm
being honest.
remember. Yeah.
Because
I would need to have a better sample size.
I've only messed with like 2 like real legit fit. Because there's girls that hit the gym every once in a while, but there was 2 girls.
What about cheerleaders? What about like competitive cheerleaders? Would you say that they're fit?
Any cheerleaders?
That's all I hooked up with.
I smash a lot of athletes, but not cheerleaders.
I smash a lot of cheerleaders.
Yeah, athletes more. Not.
But like competitive cheerleaders.
Yeah,
Nah.
they played
And
sports.
some athletes. I couldn't pull the volleyballs and the basketballs.
Well, for basketball players, volleyball comes with it because the basketball player's the only one tall enough to just you share a gym, you share. So that's who you run into. That's who you hang out with. You know,
The volleyball players are more feminine, generally speaking.
Yeah.
I
and them hoopers, they don't want us.
They
they
shorts.
They they like, hey, my nigga,
long
you got a
shorts.
condom? Like they.
Yeah. But some were femme. Like
No.
femme hoopers are cute.
To me, the femme hoopers were some of the best ones. But
Well, you know what's fucked up is like a lot of girls got out of basketball
Because of that.
because
The stigma.
of
For sure.
they was like, everybody think I'm gay, so
Yeah.
they quit. Like they were nice and quit because either people thought they were gay or because the environment really is. They was like, nigga, it's too much.
it's toxic. Yeah.
It's dominated by lesbian. I don't
Damn,
want to
should
be.
their locker rooms be separated, gay straight? Should they have gay straight locker rooms?
I don't know, but I've seen I read I read the comments on like the female basketball and a lot of women, and I know some personally. It was like, yeah, that's why I quit because it's just like I didn't want to be attached to that.
I wonder now, is it kind of different, like since it's way more open? But I know, like I agree. When I was in high school, some girls didn't play on the team because of that. Some girls scrap with other girls on the team because it's like, yo, you doing too much. Volleyball girl, because like the girl I lost my virginity to was at volleyball, but she was like the setter. So normally like the setter's kind of the shorter
smaller.
girl.
The setters and the liberos are usually smaller.
Right. So it's like she I will
Thick,
say
though.
yeah. But here's the thing. But track girls too. I love me a track chick.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite build as an athlete?
Sprinters.
Sprinters?
Mm-hmm.
Gary?
Long distance.
I wouldn't go, golly. I think Gary's lying, number one, but yeah.
I think definitely lying.
Yeah.
Because he knew that was the worst pick.
Yeah.
He's gonna say.
I don't think it's the worst pick, but
I think the worst pick is swimmers for women.
Swimmers?
For women.
Them shoulders be
Them shoulders
crazy.
be massive,
Them
and then
them
no
shoulders
ass, no titties, no. It's just
crazy.
shoulders, bro. Hella shoulders.
Crazy.
Hella shoulders.
The legs be nice though.
Yeah,
Legs
but
be
no
nice.
ass, no titties. Like
No
just
ass.
be shoulders.
Calves be crazy.
Calves be ripped, but
Calves be crazy.
shoulder and calf.
Shoulder and calf.
if we're going off professionals, yeah. But girls that were swimmers in high school, they weren't necessarily, at least the ones at my school, they weren't built like the Olympics.
They quit just in time.
But I will be honest.
before they body switched over.
I would say the two most beautiful things to watch a woman do in terms of sports is swim.
Golly.
Is swim and the 200 meter. Watching a woman run the 200 just
Why
like
the
with
two?
grace.
Oh,
you
'cause their
just see
strides
that
longer and
stride
shit, yeah.
extends,
Yeah.
And then they just like float. And that it's just like fucking just like
Allison Felix,
floating
man.
on air, dude. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. What's the one that's killing now? The what's her name?
Oh, Sarah.
No, the light skin.
That's a nah.
The light skin
Oh.
girl.
Her
is
name- her
dominant.
name is like McLaughlin
something like that,
or
right?
something,
Yeah.
Yeah, she killing.
But I mean, that was
And then Gabby Thomas. Gabby Thomas is raw.
Yeah.
She's nice too. Yeah.
But that was Allison Felix's, I think,
Oh, Gabby.
200. I'm very
She ran both.
Yeah,
100
she ran
and 200.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think 4x4 or something like that, or
Yeah.
4x1. But
She's
yeah,
ain't she the most decorated?
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
she is. Yeah, yep. She from here too. But like,
She like class of 03.
yeah, she's
I seen
same
her run
year.
in high school.
Yeah, I remember we was huge fans of her when we was in high school. We was just like, yo, she.
And her brother was nice too.
So I didn't know
She
about
has
her
a
brother
brother?
like that.
Yeah, West Felix, I believe.
Damn, imagine being so cold, niggas don't even know you have a brother.
I didn't know she had a brother, man.
Wow.
But I mean, for me, my favorite, it's tough. But I would say volleyball and track also. Like that 100, 200 is just
But
like.
what movement though?
What do you
But
mean?
like the 100?
No, he said he asked body.
Huh?
What's
he
your
has
favorite
best body.
type?
Oh, body type?
Yeah, that 100, 200 body type.
Yeah, that one into them thighs and that ass, bro.
bro.
And then the abs too.
Mhm.
I'm in.
I don't know, dude. I be seeing some shit on for
Cause I don't really be
soccer.
tripping if you got small titties. I don't.
Soccer.
I
I
don't
don't,
care.
know, dude. I think soccer. I would say soccer for me.
It's tough because that's the thing. It's like I'll see some soccer girls and I'll be like,
Stacked.
damn. And honestly, and then honestly, some of the gymnasts too. When you see a gymnast, like
They
if
be
they're
too
short,
little.
though. They too
Yeah, they
short.
too
Some of
little.
them are, but sometimes you might get one that's like 5'3", 5'4". It's just like that's not. That's
That's a
fucking-
giant in gymnastics.
It is.
That's Shaq.
I'm not talking about like one that's like 4'7", but
But
it's just
usually,
like,
typically, they are tiny, tiny.
right. But it's like if you see ones that like I know there was
You got to
time-
get one that quit.
That quit.
You got to get the girls who quit sports after they like their body was set in, like to have muscle, and then they walk away.
And then they get big though. A lot of times, unless they keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're an athlete, you pretty much.
What would be your favorite? What would be your ideal build for you as a man?
Track. Yeah. Yeah, the sprinters.
But sprinters be stiff though. They be stiff.
No, he's just talking about the body wise, right? The look. The look. Yeah, I'm going sprinter.
How it moves.
Yeah.
I'm going sprinter because football players, a lot of times they'll have that six pack that go out still.
Yeah.
The football players, whatever that is, I don't know what that is. What is that? When it goes like they have like the abs over, but it goes like out.
It's their hip alignment, the way their hips are set, kind of shifted forward a little bit.
Oh, because I only see that in football. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would go sprinter, 100 meters, because they're not too buff, but they're in shape.
Yeah.
That's my pick.
Soccer
again?
Yep, like a forward midfielder.
So you want skinny ripped?
Yeah, skinny ripped, fucking legs crazy, like crazy legs. Yeah.
Skinny ripped.
I like.
Or yep, I would go with that. Or track. It was obvious. Track is like the obvious pick. Yeah.
I feel like I'll go football, either receiver or DB build.
Oh, you talking about
the build we want?
Oh,
yeah.
the build we want.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you think the build you want?
I thought we were still talking about girls.
No, he switched. He had switched it down.
I would say soccer. I would say soccer.
A soccer dude?
Yeah, I like Yep.
I don't think I've seen a lot of dudes that have been in soccer that were like, yo, I want to be built like that.
Yeah, me either. Outside of Ronaldo, I'm like,
yeah, it's like
just abs. Yeah, abs with.
I have to have a chest.
Yeah,
that's true. But I have a chest, so I'm like.
That's what I'm saying. I like it. I enjoy it. So like,
well, thank you.
Not yours.
What? I appreciate it, Keon.
I like mine. I would rather have a nice chest and arms than abs.
Really?
Well, I think chest and shoulders probably for a guy on us, women look at that like that's masculinity. And I think when they see a guy in a certain type of shirt, they see a nice arm, that's also. But like I think if you have a nice just built chest up, women look at that like, oh shoot, that looks like protection. That looks like
I just like the aesthetic of it, like the look.
Yeah. I struggled, bro. Like
boxers be having little chests, like especially the middleweights and stuff. I'd be like, I don't want to look like that. Bro.
Yeah, I understand that. For me growing up, I struggled with chest. Like I had a bird chest. I used to be afraid to take my shirt off when I was about smashing chicks. You know how fat chicks keep their shirt on? I was a skinny nigga that kept his shirt on because I was just like, yo, I was
the chin.
Yeah, yep. I was definitely the shirt tucker like this, like
This nigga had a bunch of white stains on all his shirts.
Oh, I did. It's the cream coming out. Oh, well, fuck, I gotta wash this shirt now. But like, yeah, I was
cool because you got the crop tops now, so you can do that.
I mean, I know the crop top wasn't. I wouldn't be confident in the crop top either. Nigga, I was too skinny.
Somebody in the chat asked, "Would you date a female wrestler?"
Yeah.
You know, have you seen these wrestlers?
Cakes.
Her name is like Jade. Jade. I forgot her name. Jade something. Nigga, she is cold.
And I like wrestling.
Wrestling.
I love to have a girl I could just wrestle with.
I forgot her name. Y'all know her probably in the comment section. Her name is Jade Cowgirl or Jade.
White girl, black girl.
She's black. She's like one of the top people. She is like, to me, the prototype. Like, she looks like a black Wonder Woman, or like if they casted her as Storm from a physical standpoint, she would be a dope ass looking Storm. Like,
I mean, I think
incredible.
to sum it up, if you in shape, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like if you're athletic, because some dudes are frown upon muscles in women. I'm a fan.
Who?
Hella dudes.
Hella dudes say that.
Hella dudes.
Maybe they're talking about like muscular.
Nah.
Not bodybuilder. I don't want no parts of that. I think that looks gross on dudes, but. And a lot of dudes do not like muscle at all. Like even Michelle Obama arms. They're like, no.
Go to some of these fit girls. Go to some of these fit girls pages and go to the comment section. These dudes are in there. Their dudes are in there insecure as hell.
And that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if it's an insecurity or if they just like, you look like a dude. Like I wonder what it is.
I don't see that looking like a dude to me.
I don't either.
To me, that's still feminine. Just because she has a little bit of muscles, I still see that as feminine because it still looks good on her as a woman.
I wonder if it's insecurity mostly. Cause I'm all in.
I'm all in.
Like some dudes don't like abs on a woman. I'm all in.
I don't like hardcore abs.
Like super ripped.
I don't like ripped abs.
Yeah.
No, I like a flat stomach. I don't like. Yeah, I guess I don't like a muscular ab.
I don't. That's what I'm
like,
saying. I
yeah.
don't like too much muscle.
Yeah,
But I like a fit person.
I just like a flat. I prefer on an ideal body shape. I would prefer just a flat stomach.
I like a fit person.
I smash so many bodies on the spectrum that to me personally, there's so many good looking bodies. I've seen kind of chunky girls like just know how to like shape themselves in the bedroom, but like this looks good. I've seen.
Do they not shape it in the bedroom? So they walk around just but in the bedroom they
put something over here, they put something up here, they put something.
Come get some of this Keenan.
But they know their angles. They know their angles. They probably know their best positions, probably sexually too. So they know how to like whether it's angle themselves a certain way in the bedroom. It's like okay, this doesn't look bad. This looks sexy as hell. So it's like I've been with.
Once you smash it though, all of it looks good.
That's true too.
Once you in there, you're like,
And then once you finish, all of it doesn't.
I have had that moment. It's like, oh
Like,
god,
what did I do?
Damn it.
oh, I definitely
my
had a
God.
what the
was I
fuck was I
thinking?
doing moment. It's like, what is this? And then I'll be like, hey, you know what's crazy when you have one of those? And I know women go through this too, but like after you're like, you just got over on me. Like, nigga, I just got manipulated. Like, I'm better than you. I just lost.
I'm better than you.
I
It's
just
crazy.
lost. I know women feel the same way. Like, I can't believe I let this nigga.
I feel like,
Oh,
but I feel like they
sure.
do it way less than we do
No,
because
I think they do it way more.
where
I
they,
think,
they sleep with a guy that's like lower than their level.
I think they do it
I think
more.
they end up disappointed.
Yeah,
Like
I
so
think.
far more often.
What are we talking about? Body type wise or just like dick wise?
I think dick wise. I think
That's
sex
different.
Sex
Okay.
wise, oh no, of course, but even like,
Okay.
even whether mentally or physically that they're not into, I think they do it more than us. Like, oh, why?
I don't think girls are
Because dudes don't have as many standards. Dudes are kind of like, nigga, she like me, I like her. Like, if she ready to fuck, I'll fuck. Like,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. I think with guys, we'll smash some chicks that are not visually attractive, and then when posting a clarity hits, we trip.
but a lot of dudes don't care at all. They be like,
some
Yep.
don't. But I still think that on the woman's side, a lot of times when they're giving it up, when they're finally having sex with a guy, there's way less of them just giving it up to a guy because they're just horny. They would rather go by like, all right, this guy is cool, but he's not that attractive. Let me just go back to the nigga I used to fuck with.
Oh yeah.
So they're not. That's what I'm saying. They're not smashing a bunch of ugh in their head. We smash way more ugh than they do.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think if you're making a comparison, yeah, but we have more we smash more people than them, generally speaking. Our lists are usually far longer than theirs.
Nah.
I'm not gonna agree
Not
with that
agreeing
at
with
all.
that one.
Not at all.
So you think that men and women are having sex with the same number of people? How many women have you had sex with?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But
Exactly. You think you think there's the same amount of women out there in the world who don't know how many men they've slept with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And if they
hell
do
no.
know, they count it because they're keeping an account on
Hell
their
no.
own. But women, at the end of the day,
More dudes are losing than women.
100%.
do you mean losing?
They're not getting like you exclude the good looking, the athletes, the
I'm not talking about that.
niggas
I'm
with
just talking
money.
about numbers in
But
general.
I'm saying when you do the averages, most niggas are when I talk to my and this when I learned this when I was in 20s, came out of college, everything, and I'm talking to my boys who didn't play sports, didn't weren't rich, none of that. Bro, their numbers on one hand they can count. The average dude is just getting by.
Getting by.
The niggas that are doing they crushing. But the average dude, that's why niggas are so angry. That's why they're in the comment sections like, you fucking women, because they're not getting none.
You're built like a man.
Yeah, they're not getting none. And women have way more options, and even those bad ones, they're doing it, and they're lying about it. They're not saying what they did, or, oh, he didn't count because it was only 2 pumps, or, yes, it fucking did. He counted, blah, blah. But most dudes are struggling, because even that ugly girl ain't struggling, because some nigga would be like, oh, fuck.
You just said it. You just said
Yeah.
literally like our standards are like lower than theirs. So we look at a 5 and be like,
yeah, so we're having sex with more people then. If our
No, it's
standards are lower.
just that guy who
no,
gets
that's
it.
not what it makes. That's not what it
You
makes
niggas are out of your. You niggas are insane.
How
get-
many
to
niggas?
think that
how many?
women are sleeping with as many
How
men. as
many
people do.
regular niggas do you know that's just getting pussy?
We got to talk about time frames though. We got to talk about 20s. We got to talk about 30s.
I'll say this.
Like, who did you hang out with? Think about
Yeah.
who you hung out with, who you were around.
But most of my friends were like married by the time they were a certain age. And within this.
But when you're in your single culture, when you was just out, you were with other athletes. You were with.
also even
comics,
even the
you
normal
were-
people, even the normal dudes, I kicked it with.
But what kind of niggas were they? Though?
pulling.
What kind of niggas were they?
Just dudes.
Yeah, but they was
Nah.
hood niggas. They had something. But that average dude that's just going to class,
Let me tell you
that's
something.
just going to
Let me tell
work,
you,
he ain't getting
I'll
none,
explain
bro.
it right now. Look, the reason why the red pill community even exists,
Because the
right?
niggas ain't getting no
Because
pussy,
niggas
bro.
did not get any pussy growing up. So you talk to the average guy he might can count on 1 to 2 hands at the women that he smashed. Women, on the other hand, I can guarantee you in the comment sections or when people start to talk about this and they hear this, because they're gonna come in here and speak.
Real. The comment section's not real.
Then what's real?
Not the comment section.
What I'm saying, regardless, women will sit there and tell you a fake number. The saying was usually, hey, when a girl tells you what their body count is, you multiply by 3 because she's usually lying about that. When I was growing up and when I was smashing chicks and when I was doing the whole what's your body count thing when I was like 22 years old, they always said it was always 3. And their thing was just like, well, I messed with a guy, but he wasn't my boyfriend. So they wouldn't count him because he wasn't a boyfriend. They wouldn't count him because the sex wasn't good. They wouldn't count him because of these. They wouldn't count
You hoe ass niggas are correct.
I told
We
you.
already knew this.
We know
Niggas
Niggas
this.
are correct.
We knew this.
Hold on.
We know
say it
this.
too.
Women have more options.
Women will sit there and tell you like their numbers are astronomical.
The only-
According to this, it
The
says
only- oh, go
female
ahead.
respondents average 7 sexual partners during their lifetimes, while men average 6.4.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's
And
that close.
I don't either. Well, you got to think about it. The reason why it's so high because for the dude that's getting 2 is the niggas who be like, I don't know, nigga, I was out here killing it.
Yeah,
like
that's
so,
true.
the averages. But women also they'll look for reasons not to count shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Exactly.
then the reason why the numbers are so off because women are fucking the same 20% of dudes.
Right.
They're all doing community dick.
yeah,
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, one nigga's numbers are astronomical because they keep running to him, and dude, it's just like,
That's why Keon, when he was asking, he probably looking at your group of friends and saying like, hey, you and your group of friends might have pulled hoes. Me and my group of friends, we did fairly well with women. Like
Yeah.
we did well with women in high school, college, out of college. So I can't go off my group of friends. But I know people that were either adjacent to us or they just
fucking in France.
said what?
I said they are fucking in France. France, for the French, they getting it in.
sexual liberation over there.
Yeah. But I think out here, women are just like, especially that when that whole hot girl era started to go crazy, them women are out here going nuts, bro. It's insane.
Okay.
I don't think it's even
This
close.
is how I knew the women's numbers were higher too. Not only just talking about boys. I've never in my life felt like, despite what people might say, right? Nigga, I'm not that special. So if you fucking me this fast, there's no way. There's no way
When this high caliber guy comes up,
you're not doing this with somebody else. There's no way. I smashed easily, very easily. There's no way you're like, oh no, it was just you.
So-
No.
and even when it comes to the unattractive girls, the ones that we would smash
Fuck.
so quickly, imagine if you were like that super guy, that guy that was like the main guy, whether high school, college, or he's a pro, whatever it is now, she's for sure sleeping with him in an instant.
Okay, so what do you make of this? Number of sexual partners doesn't quantify sexual encounters. Statistically, the average woman is more likely to have repeat partners than the average man. Even if the number of sexual encounters may be equal, the number of partners may be vastly different. So women sleep with less men. So what is that? Wait, what is that? So women are less likely to participate in casual sex because, on average, a casual hookup does not end in female orgasm. If a woman is seeking an orgasm, then she has better luck
She
returning
don't, she
to a
don't go to
previous
the
partner.
dude that put it down.
The
Yeah.
average man, on the other hand, usually finishes from any casual hookup, but it's less like, but is likely. Hold on, but is less likely to focus on female pleasure and therefore not always invited back for seconds.
Yeah.
The common result being men have a larger average of sexual partners than women, even when the average number of sexual encounters are roughly the same.
I think the guys that get sex, that's true. Still, when it comes to the average guy that has
Number
sex,
of men.
He,
who
they,
have
we,
sex,
yeah, a lot of men don't have sex that we think have sex. But I think for the guys, if we're comparing
So
us,
within the active community, you would have to throw that disclaimer on it.
yeah, for people that are like, if you put us against some other women, we might have more different partners, but
Okay,
Possibly.
so I would
Yeah,
say
possibly.
so the female range is probably like kind of similar. Like if you say like, oh, most women have probably slept with like 7 dudes. But for men, the fucking scale is all over the place because there's so many men who get so much pussy and so many men who get no pussy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of, and it's a lot of dudes.
It's such a variance. The variance is crazy.
And the thing is, you gotta think the guys who are getting it, their numbers are insane.
Insane.
So there's a lot of nothing.
Nothing's
going on. Like
so it's like
lot
capitalism in a sense.
the 1%, baby.
Yeah, the 1%.
I'm gonna
Get
say-
all the okay.
Gary, I'm gonna say this. There was a cat that we knew. This is back in like 2004. He was already at 200 plus women.
That's disgusting.
In 2004, he was only probably a year and a half or two older than I was.
He didn't
Yeah.
care. I don't.
So I guess I just know so
So
many
it-
dudes who get hella pussy.
So now I'm guessing there's a point in time maybe he slowed down, but let's say he probably slowed down until 5 or so years after that. If he had 200 by then, he's probably over 1,000 plus women, and he wasn't even a famous person. So think about that. But and this thing, we used to walk around in the mall with this dude, and girls walk up to him, be like, "Hey," he'd be like, "What's going on?" Like, it's a long time no see, and he'd be like, "I don't remember who the hell that was." And I'll say this: the caliber was always high caliber. These weren't, like you said, maybe it's anything. I'd never seen the girls that walked up to him and said something. None of them were below an 8. They were all at least an 8 and up. I was just like,
but you ain't running into the ducks outside. They don't be out like
I'm not saying that he didn't have any ducks. I'm sure he had ducks.
To have 200, there was a lot of ducks.
Yeah.
Because there's not even that many baddies. Like there's a lot of. He had a lot of questionables.
In the
It's all
valley,
relative.
in the valley, we got some, bro. I mean,
but
got some?
but it's not. When your numbers are that high, the duck numbers are high.
my duck number is up there. I'm not gonna sit there in front with you. I got some cold ones in there too, but I would never sit there and be like, yeah, my roster. I was like, man, I got some.
Nobody's
embarrassing people.
even close to undefeated. Like everybody's got those train wrecks.
I put up this thing a while ago. Was just like, yo, I think it was like a while ago tomorrow, like BBW porn, right? And a homie that I know that a lot of women love, like he's somewhat a star, right? He hit me in the inbox. He's like, "Nigga, I be knocking down hella fat bitches." And I said, "What?" He was like, "Nigga," he's like, "Nigga, I love it." He said, "They be having some of the best." He's like, "Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna knock down these cold ones too." But he was like, "Nigga," he's like, "On a late cold night, nigga, get me just a warm."
But he's
fat
not gonna go outside with her though.
for sure.
Right. So
Yeah.
so fat women have more partners on average than
Low key, but they're always go getters too. They they be with the shits.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have to be.
They have to.
I would say the
but
majority
they have
of
to
big
be
women-
extra.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The majority of big women that I smashed, they came to me. They came at me like
The
"What's up?"
majority of the women that you've had sex with.
The
Majority of
big
women in
girls.
general, for sure.
have
But I
come
would
to
say
you?
the
Same for you.
What?
The majority of the women that you've been intimate with have been those who have approached you.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of.
Not a lot of work.
and not aggressively approached. Like it might have been just one of those.
And even if they
Something, a
didn't
sign.
throw it out
Yeah,
there
a sign was
first,
there.
they might have flirted first or gave me something to be like, "Come talk to me, so we
Okay.
can get this in."
So
Right.
you've
I
never
always-
had to
Exactly.
work hard for. You've never had someone like, I gotta have her. I gotta do whatever is necessary to
very,
get her.
very few.
No, because I was like, "Why would I
Why?
do that when I can just?"
Because you just
there's-
felt something like she's
I did.
Like
that.
I've
I
had
gotta
one
have
that
her.
I like. She was annoying me because I'm like, "Why are you doing this?" So I was like, "I'm gonna pursue you." So I guess I have one, and I won.
But she was annoying you, so that means
Just
she was already
because-
interested.
No, because she was. I'm like, "Nigga, I know."
You want to, yeah,
Like, why are you doing this?
she was playing coy.
Yeah, I'm like, "Why are
Yeah.
you doing this?"
yeah.
And so when I finally, I was like, "Why?
Why'd you do
Why?
that? Yeah.
Why? Like, what was the point?" So yeah, I did that one just for the, I guess, ego
So you
of
would
it.
remember and talk about it.
So the
12
ego
years
of it.
later.
12 how many years later?
15 years later.
15, 16,
Yeah.
17 years
Why,
later.
I still wonder, like, why did she do that?
Like, why did you do? Well, it's fun. Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna put her on blast.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I would never give away the people's.
the one
identity.
girl
It's
knows
crazy.
who she is.
She wouldn't watch this, but I wouldn't put what she said since then on blast or the kind
She
of
said, "Oh my God, Keon, you're the best ever, Keon."
Nah, I'll tell you off camera.
That's weird.
But yeah.
Tell you off
But
camera.
I mean, yeah, I'm with Keon. It's like I didn't have to. There was only a handful of women that I was like, yo, I gotta have her.
And what did you do?
I just went after her. I went
What'd you
after.
say?
I don't remember because I never had like
Gang?
cold game. Like it was,
Yeah.
I was natural and it came off natural, right? And usually I was always a funny dude,
Was
so
it an
I might
anime
break the
reference?
ice. I break the ice with a joke or whatever the case may be. What'd you say?
Like what? I thought you made it came with some anime references.
What is yours? Were you an approacher? Or were you
No,
getting
I
approached?
never approach. No, I'm scared.
Would you,
That's so okay. So think about that, right? Think about that. Imagine somebody like us, right? Who we won, and how we didn't approach. What do you think the nigga who's not getting any is doing? That nigga is hiding in the corner.
Who's also not approaching.
Yeah, and he don't even get none.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
in the
that makes
corner
sense.
like absolutely
That makes
not.
sense.
I'm not finna be out here rejected.
Yeah.
And he's assuming they smashing whoever, so he's like, I don't have a chance. I don't.
Yeah, if I couldn't figure out like a unique, different way on an approach, then I would just like I would never feel comfortable just coming with regular like, oh, how you doing? What's your name?
Yeah,
you know?
that was never me. That was never me.
I did think of something recently. I don't know why, but like if I were back in the streets. I think I saw something on TV. I was like, why would you ask her for her number? Just tell her, yeah, like, hey, let me call you tomorrow. You know what I mean? Rather than, can I have your phone number?
I did that early.
Can I have your phone number?
Yeah. You don't ask.
Like,
a lot of times with women like that too, they kind of like
I'm
that.
gonna call you tomorrow.
Yeah, let me call you. I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
Because then, but we're charismatic enough to pull that off, right? So you're like, let me call you tomorrow. They're like, you ain't got my number.
Right.
Well,
and I'm just now thinking
and
of that
you're joking
today.
and you're blah blah and that's I can do that stuff. Easily.
Yeah.
But if I was back in the streets now, it still would be a cheat because we've established a sort of.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. We know how to flirt.
We know how to do that.
Yeah.
We're confident now. You're grown as fuck now,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, you already have. There's people in the world who are already waiting for your downfall, your split.
Yeah.
To get their shot because you've already built up a fan base about you know what I mean.
What does that say about them?
It's not fair. Like now, if we were
Is
back
that
in the
nice?
streets now, it's like, yeah, I would be crushing.
It's life.
'cause
people.
It's life.
It's life.
It's just life. Everybody's selfish, man. People are just some are more considerate than others.
Let me. Can I ask y'all this? When y'all were in like group settings with homies, 'cause you know when we used to like go to girls' dorms or have girls come over to the crib or whatever the case may be, like a group of girls. What type of dude were you in that? What type of dude were you in that setting? Cause like,
I let niggas have. I'm not like I usually don't compete with like if there's a loud dude who wants
Yeah.
attention type shit.
you got it.
Yeah, go do your thing, dog.
Yeah.
Like I'm just.
I'm that. Who's the nigga on the couch that ain't saying nothing?
Yeah.
I
That
was a
me.
quiet nigga, bro.
That was me.
Really.
I was always
I wasn't
a quiet.
quiet.
Dude. I was quiet as hell.
I was
never
like
said
spark
nothing.
up a like I would maybe try to figure out a way to get closer, like in proximity to somebody that I was interested in, and then try to like strike up a dialogue.
I
that
was
way.
usually honestly looking out for everybody else.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
I knew
too.
mine. I
like
was
the-
gonna
yeah.
do mine.
Yeah.
No,
So,
not in that
In
sense.
group settings, a lot of times I was like, if I'm cracking jokes or doing something, it's for the
group.
my mans,
Oh, for your mans.
because they're not gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And the women are gonna be like they're boring.
Uh-huh.
So if I did ever hold court, it was for them to get out of your
Yeah.
shell, bro. I'm gonna be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fine. The issue was I didn't want to do too much because if my man's was like, I want yellow shirt. I don't want yellow shirt to be like, but I want him.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to do too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I'm like, over here. But then when I got to a certain age, I stopped because I
He's getting all the pussy.
no, I felt like I was like, I don't want to carry you, nigga. Like y'all not even
Yeah,
do your part. Like we went to Vegas one time, group of us, and like I'm talking about, we was deep, like 10 deep, and 2 of us were doing all the work, and we were there for 4 days, I think, and by day 2, me and him were like, we're done.
That's interesting.
Like,
That is interesting.
We're
I never-
done.
Because it seems like that role is already like through the friendship and through the years. It's
We
already
didn't.
been, like,
It was a bachelor part. We didn't know each
okay.
other like that.
Okay, got you.
So we were just like, y'all not doing shit.
Uh-huh.
And then not only were they not doing shit, they were making it awkward.
Okay.
So like we went to a club and we paid to get. We couldn't get in. You can't get in without girls. So it was like, well, the best y'all can do is get a VIP for $200, and then we'll give y'all a bottle. And we were like, okay, what? 10 people? That's 20 a man.
Yeah, that's easy.
Let's do it. So we got a table. We look like idiots with a bottle table and a bunch of dudes. I went to one side of the room. He went to one side of the room. This was not planned or nothing. We was like, we'll be back. I show up with 5. He show up with 5. We got 10 for the group.
That's you approaching Lemmy. You know that, right?
I mean, yeah, I did that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But it's
it
still,
had
but
to be
it's
done.
still, but it's still in a just like a casual. It's
Yeah.
not like the.
Because I just saw a group and I was
I'm
like,
trying to holler at you.
I was like, hey man, we gotta, and it was like, so he showed the fight. So we lock eyes and we start laughing, like, because we knew, we did our job.
Yeah.
When I tell you, nigga, them niggas kept talking to each other, but I'm like, what the fuck are y'all? And that's when I was like, I'm done. Because then we went somewhere after, and I heard one of the girls be like, these niggas, and I'm like,
oh wow.
and that's when I was like, because now I'm at the point where it's like, I didn't spend so much time on your shit. Mine over here.
What are you doing
going
in this
away?
Scenario?
So I quit.
Keenan, what are you doing?
In
he
this
brought
particular,
he brought the bitches, and you sitting there. What you doing?
when the girls come over, I want to normally be like, just hey. When everybody comes in, I'm going to probably introduce myself, and then whatever one gives me some type of energy out the gate, that's what I'm going to probably be like putting my energy towards.
They didn't do nothing, bro. When I tell you, they acted like, I don't know. That's just like I was like, we just went blindly and got 5. Y'all, and now they're here, and they were very. It wasn't like they were standoffish.
Yeah.
Because I purposely approached the girls who were having fun, and I was like, y'all. They was like, yeah, like they were fun, and they wanted the dudes to talk to them. Like they weren't uppity girls, and these niggas did nothing. It was like a layup. Even conversation.
What they doing today?
Well, what's funny is the guy who was, the other
is he divorced?
alpha with me. No, he came to my show in Vegas.
Yeah.
He's got a girl. He's, kids. He's doing well.
The
other
one
nigga
who got
don't
married.
talk to them, bro.
The dude who got married.
Oh yeah,
He's still married.
No.
See,
Recently, but he was, he ain't supposed to be wilding.
Oh, okay. But this is the community the community that he's.
But
built.
you know what it was too? It was like it was his friends. Like I only knew my brother, my homeboy, Carrie that was over here for my birthday, and then everybody else I met that day.
Okay.
So I didn't even know them dudes.
So he's like, who's your man?
Yeah, I was like,
is that vibe? Like,
I was like,
man,
who these niggas? Because I was like, this nigga.
Were
cool.
they athletes?
No.
See, well, that answers so many questions.
But it goes back to like dudes not hollering at chicks like that or getting girls like that.
Yeah, that's true.
I know my group of friends, I didn't have to do a whole bunch of work. Like my group of friends are always super charismatic, so I can play the shy. I was always a shy guy in the corner, so I was always a shy guy. But I'll be sitting there and girls be like, "What's up? What's your little deal? Why you so quiet over
Your
here?"
little deal?
And they'll come sit next
Where
to
we
me
at time?
Huh? You got to look on there because I don't have it.
Where are you in terms of height within your peer group?
I was the smallest. Me and my boy B were the two smallest. So like I'm 5'9". B was probably like 5'10" or whatever.
Wait,
and
how
then
do I-
everybody else is over 6 feet.
How am I looking at the time? How would I know?
Just go to just scroll up. Just look on your screen. The screen to show you how many.
Well, you said 11:23 at one point.
I remember I said
11.
11.
It's 12:20 now.
So what is that? Oh, that's an hour. We're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It felt like we were going long, but
It did.
Yeah. But yeah, like on a height spectrum, I was usually the smallest dude in the
Same.
group. And then in that,
You're usually the smallest in your groups too, right?
only
terms
in
of
my
height?
basketball groups.
Only in your basketball groups.
okay, yeah.
In my regular friend groups, no.
Okay.
But in my basketball groups, absolutely.
My regular friend groups were taller hoopers, so it's like
Okay.
But in that, when we was going to like chicks' dorms and they would like let us in, start cooking for us and stuff like that. I'll be in there, and there's always that one girl, but she'll sit down like, "Why are you over here by yourself?
Why you so quiet?
What you so quiet? What you so shy
Why you so
for?"
quiet?
And I'd be like, "Got her,
Got him.
yeah, got him." And that was like,
Good.
you
I
know,
like that. That's funny.
Why
Why you so quiet?
just hey, how you doing anyways? And all of a sudden, I'm probably after that, my work starts to come quicker than theirs.
Yeah.
They're still trying to entertain. Yeah. The entertaining ain't got to be done by me no more.
What's your response to why you so quiet? Usually.
Back then?
Yeah.
You don't want to say it because we know it's corny. We know we did corny shit. Like, we know we did.
Why you so quiet, Keenan?
Hey, man, you know.
Wait. She said, she's like, why you so quiet? He's like,
Wipe my nose.
Wipe his nose? Because my nose is stuffy.
puts it back in his pocket. You know.
What you saying, bro? What you saying?
Yeah,
she
man.
pull up to you on the couch. Why you so quiet? Why you over here by yourself so quiet?
It was just, I don't know. I forgot what I was
Yo,
Dick pulling on my vocal cords.
I'm all quiet. Why you all quiet?
But I mean,
You don't like to talk?
you don't like to talk. It's
You
crazy.
don't like to talk?
No, but I mean, after that,
I talk to you.
Ooh, okay. Keenan just took your bitch. I mean, Keon.
Here's the thing. I was never that dude. I was very aware of the chicks choose. So I was never like I was never a dude that when we walked into a situation with girls, of course I had my favorite, but I was never claiming one like, yo, Like you say, yellow shirt is mine.
Yeah.
It's just like, so now you can't talk to her. If you end up pulling yellow shirt and all I got left is green shirt, I got to do green shirt.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
They definitely choose.
Yeah, I'm
So-
gonna play wingman. Even if she's the worst looking one, I'm like, well, looks like I got the worst looking one. I might be the worst looking one in my group to them. So it's just like, all right, I'll take this here, and we'll have to make this work.
Yeah. Have you ever had a scenario where you got chose and then she switched?
Yeah.
She's like, nah, not him.
Well, it wasn't a not him switch.
Uh-huh.
It was like everything was going well. Then all of a sudden, like I think they was cold with it because all of a sudden they might have talked somewhere at some point, and all of a sudden the other girl started talking to me more, and she started talking to the other nigga more, and I was just like, hey, yeah. The fuck is
Oh, you think the girls did it?
Yeah, I think they made
Oh.
this.
I had one of those.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's how it goes though. They'd be like, "Well, I
Yeah.
like him," and the
Yeah.
girl would be like, "Okay, well then,
It
fine,"
was switch.
And I was like,
because they care about their feelings more. Whereas us, we'd be like, "Nigga, I don't give a fuck."
Yeah, and I wasn't even mad at it. I was just
Yeah.
like, I was like, damn, I did want her, but it's like she not, because usually we weren't in a whole bunch of situations where the girls were all at least all smashable. So it was like in those situations, it'd be like, all right, well, I can do this still. She doesn't.
Yeah, one time I was dating a sister and like a
Like a black woman or like a sister of a.
A sibling.
A sibling,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And at one point in time, she told me like, and her sister was bad. Her sister was like bad, and she was like, "Oh no, yeah, when we met you and your boy that night, like originally my sister wanted you." And I was like, God, shit. She's like, "Oh yeah, my sister was so into you." I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me."
Put the
Would
wrong
you ever
one.
to make the successful sister switch before?
I've
Not
done
a switch. I did a
have.
sister thing like on the low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was never successful in hitting both. I made out with both and only was able to do one. And then the other one was just like, didn't you mess with my sister? I was just like, you knew this before you came into this and you still made out with me. Now you want to have the moral of like your sister? What are we talking about here? Like we should just do this now.
Not me. I'd be like, I know she told you, right? That's why you're here.
That wasn't my. I never
here.
like when I say a lot of times when I say like sometimes I don't. I'm saying what my thoughts were, not what I
Yeah.
actually said to that person. So it's like I didn't say that to her like, well, your sister. What I was just like, I mean, yeah, we here.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, she's like, I don't know if I can go this far anymore. I was just like,
Then don't.
I was like, all right, what you want to do? You want to go back home? I can take you back home.
Yeah.
You
Took
know?
her back home.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? I don't.
Streets.
I don't care at that point. Like if I lose, I'm like,
not
all right.
sitting in the car with you.
Well, we're not about to sit here and hang out for a whole bunch of time after that. After you make that decision, we're like, all right, if you make that decision, we're not about to sit here and talk for another 2 hours. Like you just said, you don't want to. This is
Sit in the car with you.
she can become
I
a friend.
bombed in the car one time. This shit just came to me right now.
Really?
Big bomb. I was just wingmanning though. But the girl was nice. Like she was nice. And combo was cool and everything, but it was so late. Like it was getting late. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go for this. And then we lean in. I lean in, and she was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Whoops, welp." And then I was like,
what was your reaction?
"Well, she was engaged,
okay.
and I didn't know.
Got
I
you.
thought, and she might have mentioned it. We were really drunk, but I was like." She'll cheat on this nigga. Like I wasn't, but she was like, "Oh no," and I was like, "Oh, you're," because in my mind, I'm like, we're in
So that's not a bomb.
we're in college
I
age.
don't count that.
It's not that deep, like, because girls always said, "I have a boyfriend." I'm talking to somebody, and it's like, "Nigga, we're 21." Like, gives a shit.
I still wouldn't count that though.
Yeah,
Big bomb.
Because I bombed in a situation for real where like me and this girl we were out on a date, conversation was going great. We're in the car, same thing, car situation, and then I go in, I put my hand on the thigh. She's cool with that. She don't move my hand. We laughing. She's putting her hand on my hand on her thigh. I go in for the kiss. She was like, "Whoa." What are you doing? And I said, I thought we were having a moment. She was just like, "Oh no, like you give me like homie energy."
Damn.
And I was just like, I was stunned, bro. Like I just all I could do was laugh. I just laughed. I was like, oh,
What if he was like, "You sure?"
the eyes, with the hazel.
Look
It was,
deeper.
Here's the thing, it was too dark. I would have to hit the light on. Hold on, real quick. You sure about that? And I was just like, damn. She kind of like laughed. She was just like, oh. She's like, I don't mean to be, but
Which is fine.
I mean, I was just like, and we were cool.
So what
for
do you
a second
do?
after that.
I'm
After
okay.
that-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You
I'm
just
sorry.
give up?
Oh, for me, I was just like at that point, like I ain't gonna like pride was kind of hurt. So I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep going after it. I was like, all right, it's done. I'm like, I'm not a.
So y'all not homies. Y'all didn't.
We were cool. We were cool after that for like another year. Like I would see her around a little bit, and then because she was also from here. But then after that, I was just like, oh, we didn't.
Oh yeah.
We just didn't keep up and talk like
do
that.
the rejections count if you end up smashing later?
Yeah. Yeah, it still counts. Because it's about that emotion in the moment.
Because I've had that where it's like
it wasn't like, oh, you reject me now, but wait till
because
I get you.
I think what Keon's saying, because at the end of the day, that might not have been a real rejection. That might have just been like, hey, I'm trying to stall because I don't want to like a hoe or whatever the case may be.
It's case by case.
That's what I'm saying. In some cases, it could
generally
be that.
speaking, I would say.
and I'm okay with the rejection if I'm not your type. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
What you're not gonna do is call me ugly or some shit. I'll be like,
I said that last time.
Yeah.
I was like, you can say I'm not your type, but to call me ugly,
yeah, you can say
all relative,
I'm not your
though.
type. I'm like, all right, well, that's
That's
fair.
all relative.
it's not.
That's fair.
You can say I have an ugly
I
personality.
don't think beauty is relative. Beauty is art. Art is subjective. Beauty is subjective.
There we go with this artsy nigga.
You don't think beauty is subjective?
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think people say that to be nice.
You don't think that there's people in this world who don't find you to be an attractive person?
No. That's
No,
not what he's saying.
no, that's not what I'm saying. Not
saying?
ugly.
Right. There's women out there. Right. There's women out there that I've seen that's like, I don't find her attractive, but I know that she's attractive.
So you don't think that there's any person in this world who would look at you and say,
He's
that man
ugly?
is ugly?
No.
Yeah. You don't think so?
No. 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 Ugly? No.
Like,
I'm not into him. He doesn't do it for me.
Right.
Fine.
or they
But
might
like
You don't
ugly,
think somebody could say, really?
No, they might feel like you're ugly off a personality
which is
standpoint.
fine, and that's fair.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
that
even
is
talking about
fair.
I'm not
But
talking about that.
that's
I'm not talking about
fair.
that. I'm talking about. So
That's
you don't
fair.
think it's you don't
If
think
Keon approaches a girl and says, "Hey, how you
No,
doing?"
not even pro. Just out in the
just
world.
out the gate
and
she
out
goes,
in the
just-
world.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's not happening, bro. That's not happening.
I didn't do the I just
No,
somebody-
but
you
but
don't
that's
think
what we're
That's what I'm
taking.
saying.
Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what, like
I'm thinking that.
when you
Yeah.
when you think ugly, somebody's like, ooh, no.
Like, they're hard to look at.
No.
Like, you're
Really?
like, "Oh yeah, oh shit."
Yeah, no.
they're difficult to look at.
No.
They make you react. They make you make a face.
No, I'm not making you make
I'm
faces.
with Keon.
No,
I'm
no.
not gonna sit there and say I'm the most beautiful. I know I'm not the most
No.
beautiful person.
Yeah,
in the
it's
world.
just not being ugly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
just not
like-
being
yeah.
ugly.
I don't see
like
a
calling
woman-
me as like no. Absolutely not. No.
I'll say this.
It's like you're saying it, and you're saying it more and more convincing, like also to yourself as you like no.
That wouldn't make sense. That makes no sense.
How? Me?
That makes no sense. Ugly?
Now-
No.
If you catch me,
Oh my
if you
God.
catch, if you
The
catch
conviction.
me, if you catch me not shaven with my hat off,
Oh man,
you might be like, "Ooh, this nigga Keenan." I'll give you that.
You're looking a little rough today.
Yeah.
But still not ugly though.
If I'm fully cleanly shaven, clean,
like no. That's crazy.
I think it's possible.
here's the thing.
That's a crazy
I think
question.
it's possible.
There was plenty of women that I legit seen. I'm just like, I'm not attracted to her. And I've been like, I'm not attracted to her, but like I know that she's an attractive
that she's
person.
an attractive person.
Yeah.
And it's just like I gotta see her and be like, if a nigga calls her ugly, he's mad. It ain't because she's actually visually like, ew. Something's probably like in his eye where he's just like, man, you know what? A girl like that when I was younger, that looked like her rejected me, so I'm mad at that. I think there's a lot of women out there just like that. This is like
You know why I know it's a no? Because of how many dudes speak on attractiveness.
Okay.
Like niggas will do. I ain't gonna say it's hater shit, but niggas will say shit like, "Well, we ain't all good looking and then shit." I'm like, if they see it, and I mean, and well, it was one thing that you told me one time. I think we were in Dallas or some shit like that, and you were like, you were walking behind me. You was like, I see how women look at you.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. So the answer is no. I'm like, no, not ugly. Like, it's just no.
It's interesting.
But he said the same thing.
What if somebody's like, I mean, if it happened, are you?
I honestly would be like, you got to go see someone. You got to go get checked
Now
out.
that's where
in my head, bro, not in real life.
Yeah,
like,
I would say
then you're fucking insane.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
I can't trust anything you say now. I don't know who you
man.
are right now.
But I do think in some
But
cases,
I would have no issue with somebody. I'm not attracted to him. That's fine.
Yeah, but to call somebody like if somebody was like Keon's
Yeah,
hideous,
I think that could be true.
yeah, somebody goes, you're hideous looking, like
Yeah.
visually.
Or he's ugly. I'm like, guys.
It's like, come
You're
on,
like
man.
you're clearly racist.
but I'm black.
That's all this could be.
It doesn't matter.
That's all this could be. Yeah. I don't
You
care.
hate black men.
Okay, you hate black men.
You have CTE. Like it's not. It's not.
I never played football. You played something.
You played something.
man.
It's not. Because ugly is Because honestly, I don't even think it's hella ugly people even out. Like hella.
Yeah.
Like people who are just like you're just like God damn.
You're hard to look.
Like
You're ugly.
yeah. Like there's not a lot of ugly people. There's a lot of not attractive people.
Right.
But just ugly.
Yeah.
There's not a.
So,
ugly
yeah.
is
So
different,
The
bro.
meaning of ugly is offensive to the sight.
See?
To the sight.
Offensive?
Offensive
Damn.
to the sight.
So ugly is like shit.
what I was-
Like,
exactly.
you're pissing me off.
Right.
For looking like
Oh
that.
my God.
Yes.
No, yes.
Hideous.
Hardcore though.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And I would
Funny.
agree. I haven't seen a whole bunch of women that was just like, oh my God.
That's
Damn. I've never seen. I've never seen.
That's
But most of them that I've ran across, even if I
Offensive?
don't
Yeah.
find
Offensive to
That's
the
that's
sight.
ugly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't offend people with my
Yeah.
the sight of me.
So it's not even the
Offend-
side.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's that many people.
Yeah.
They exist where people be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But
I wonder how many are like naturally ugly people versus people who have like some sort of condition. Because like usually we see something like that.
That's
It's like
Some type of deformity.
something.
Or something.
Yeah, something.
would you count acne as one of those?
Acne is a condition. Yeah.
It technically is a condition.
It's a
Yeah.
condition.
So you would count that as that doesn't count flaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not fair.
Okay.
Damn. So just like naturally, just ugly people. Yeah, I guess there's
Yeah,
not a lot.
I don't think there's a ton.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't
a
think
lot.
I'll
there's
be
a
real
ton.
with you. Once the internet came around, I was like, okay, there's some out here.
There's more.
But in real life, walking around, I can't sit there and
Are
say
we-
that I saw a whole bunch of people that I was just like, God,
Okay.
oh my goodness.
Are we? But then, damn, are we counting like offensively obese or offensively like
You can
skinny?
be big as hell and have I know so many girls who are huge,
But like,
face pretty as hell,
but almost to the
Beautiful
point
face.
where it looks like almost like a deformity. Like
Oh,
my
'cause they're just
800
so
pound-
big?
Yeah, they're so big. Or on the other end of the spectrum.
But then you'd have to be like, what would they look like they lost weight? So that don't count.
So-
like, are they ugly? Or are they
Or
just
you
fat
s-
as hell?
Or you see those transformations where a girl would like, look, this was me when I was 200.
oh, we can say transformation now.
Well, first when you first said it, it was
You
just
came out of nowhere with the transformation.
yeah. And
We were-
your question, yeah, 'cause you never know where you going.
Yeah.
So,
said, what? No.
Because Gary trying to set you up in a good way. But all
Yeah.
right, let's see if this nigga rolls with it. But like, I think I've seen those body transformations in a sense of like from weight loss
Yeah.
standpoint to where a girl's like, all right, she like you can tell like she's not ugly
So
in
you
the
see
face.
the potential.
And then you see
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
loses all that weight. You're like, and
Possibility.
she cold
and I
in a
think
motherfucker.
most people have potential.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. There's not a lot of like
ugly people.
just give
Okay.
up. You know what I mean?
All right.
Like I think most people you
Something wrong with
change, you get some braces or you change, get in the gym. Or I think most people you can
Correct, can
You can
correct.
correct. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think you can correct.
And you go back
Okay.
to the standpoint of like they might not be attracted to them, but it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
but
that
they're not
person's
They're not
offensive to the
offensive to the
sight.
sight.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. They can see you and be like, okay, I don't recognize them, but like, yeah, ugly. Literally, they'll stop
Damn.
you from doing something. I've seen
Yeah.
ugly people. I like the few people that I have seen, and honestly, it's been dudes. It's like people used to always say the standard for ugly back in the day was what Flavor Flav, right? That was like the standard.
Yeah, that's what everybody would say.
Is he ugly?
I don't even think he was necessarily.
I'm about to pull his picture up and see if I get offended.
Now that he's older, it might look a little crazier.
Yeah.
But I feel like back in the day, I feel like they might have been saying that because he was dark skinned, which is kind of fucked up. So it's
Yeah.
like, but I don't think that.
Let me see. Because now that I'm older, I want to see if it's a. This is a tough call. because you know what?
You know why it was so funny? Because that was so honest. That was so honest. The honesty of just like,
No,
it's a
even
tough
I-
call.
I was like,
It's a tough call. I gotta see. I didn't get a chance to see it.
oh.
But the cool part, I've seen worse. I've seen worse.
What picture made you do it, Gary?
It was that one. That one fucked me up. I froze on that one.
Like he wouldn't like if he let's say he wasn't famous. If he was walking by me, I wouldn't be like, God,
I'd be like, oh, that's an old man.
I wouldn't
that's
be
an old
like,
man.
I
That's an
wouldn't
old
be
man.
like,
Yeah.
That's an old ass man.
I wouldn't be like, damn, this dude. Like I wouldn't.
Because to me, his look right now looks more weathered.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like
Right.
when I see that, it's like he like he's
Type
he's
in
had,
Young
he's had a,
Flay.
There we go.
Yeah. He had a hard.
And he has a
life.
nice smile.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Good energy too. When you
Fantastic
Oh yeah,
energy.
he's straight. Cool.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said back in the day when they used to call Flavor Flav unattractive, I was like they were doing that because he was dark
and little and like
Yeah.
you know weird.
Maybe because of his character, but it's just
but like when you watch him,
Now I'm having a heart. I'm like,
he's a good ass person.
dog.
Yeah.
Like he's a dope ass person.
Exactly.
Oh, it kind of looked like
Bobby
yeah,
Shmurda.
yeah, Bobby Shmurda. All right.
Like
Okay.
Tyrone Hill. That's just
Tyrone Hill.
woo. Popeye Jones. That's woo.
Those two, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not ugly.
That picture's not bad actually. It's not as bad as we used to say.
He's not
Popeye
ugly.
I'm
Jones.
slightly
Popeye
offended.
Jones.
I'm
Popeye
slightly
Jones.
offended.
Popeye
I'm
Jones.
slightly offended. Slightly a little bit offended.
Popeye Jones.
You should apologize. No, but he's leaning in. He's leaning in. He's leaning in.
What do you mean
No,
he's leaning in? What do you
that's-
mean
He's
he's
leaning
leaning in?
into the. He's leaning into the look.
No, he's
No,
not.
that's how his face
That's
was.
his face.
He
His
looked like
eyes are like that.
Yes.
Hold on.
When he played the game, he wasn't adjusting his face during the game to look like that. That's how he played the game, bro.
No.
We used to always say,
Nah,
yeah.
No.
yeah.
No, and the only reason why those two came to mind because that's the two that everybody, like you said, growing up, they had people that everybody would mention,
Sam Cassell.
and they were always mentioned.
Sam Cassell.
Like they were always mentioned.
Sam Cassell's not ugly though. He just got his grill is fine. His grill is bad.
He's the mouth.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Come on, bro.
He's leaning into this look. It feels like.
No, he's not,
This
bro.
looks like he's just posing.
So what
Fuck.
women have you seen famous? Obviously, we have to do celebrities because that's who everybody knows.
Yeah.
What women have you seen where you're like,
Like that made you.
you know who Steve Belushi is not?
Yeah.
No, what?
No,
Is that his name?
No.
Buscemi. What's Boardwalk Empire?
I didn't watch that show
But
like that.
Popeye Jones isn't ugly because he's tall.
He probably got some hoes.
Yeah. And he's rich. What's Boardwalk Empire actor? That's Buscemi, right?
No, Sam Rockwell or something like that.
No, not him. Sam Rockwell is from Green Mile. Type in Boardwalk Empire. That dude, he's
ugly looking.
he's not easy on the eyes.
Oh man,
Gary Busey.
I saw it, man.
Gary Busey, but that could have been drugs.
Yo, there's this girl that looks like Gary Busey, bro. It's the fun, and she knows it. So she put up a picture. She's like, "Oh, you son of a bitches, you motherfuckers!" In a side by side, it was hilarious.
You know what I'm talking about. He's in Happy Gilmore. I mean, not Happy Gilmore. He's in Billy Madison.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, that's what I was
he's
talking about. He's not ugly.
yeah,
though.
he's not.
He's not ugly.
He's not attractive.
He's not
dude.
attractive, but he's not ugly.
And his teeth. And
Like
then,
my stomach isn't queasy. Like my stomach
Well, my
isn't
stomach
turned.
don't
It's not-
please
it's not-
nobody.
I'm not
When I
offended by
saw-
looking
when
at
I saw
him.
the first one, I was like, oh fuck.
He's yeah.
Fuck, man.
All right, what women have you seen that you just like? Jesus.
Type in ugliest celebrity women in the world, or celebrity ugly celebrity, because I can't
Type
think
in
of any
ugliest people.
Ugliest people. In the
Just in
world.
general, yeah, just in general.
Fuck.
These are deformities, though. That's not fair.
Yeah, but it's still you still gotta see it. You still see it.
Yeah, that's not fair, though. That's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
No, these are deformities. That don't
Fuck,
count.
But like out the gate when you first see it, it's a bit jarring. It's
They
kinda
shouldn't. They
jarring.
shouldn't even pop up. That's not fair.
Well, they don't
Yeah.
know the rules that we're playing. by.
Like this is just.
Let me see.
That's not a deformity. That's just.
That's just ugly.
That's just yuck.
That's funny to be like, you just ugly.
That's just yuck. This is a white
But
lady.
she's not even ugly. Her teeth are just bad.
Yeah, if she had teeth, it wouldn't be
Yeah.
as crazy.
It wouldn't be as crazy. She looks like bruh from Ghostbusters too.
He does.
Remember the one that came out the the painting? He's an ugly nigga.
real
Ghostbusters
life?
2, dude. Was that how he really looked?
Hold on. I haven't seen it.
You see what I'm saying? When it comes to women, it's like we can't even think of a woman celebrity that's.
No,
I mean,
we can't
like.
think of a woman.
That's what I'm saying. It's like so it's like men might call women ugly, but the term of it is just like this. We're not using it correctly.
But yeah,
A lot of these are just deformities, like we said earlier. There's just
okay,
not a lot of ugly people though, which is good. This is good that we can't find
it gives
a
me
lot.
hope.
Yeah, we can't find
That we
a lot
can
of
be
ugly
better.
people.
Yeah, but it also shows you that how people can find people. It's like when you see somebody that's too unattractive, people are like, all right, she can find somebody. There's somebody out there for that person.
Yeah.
That makes sense too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of ugly people.
Wow.
So we circle all the way
Except
back
for
to
the
say
people who
that,
think you're ugly.
which is nobody. Because how?
That's because that's crazy considering how many people there are in the fucking world. And you're just like not a single person.
'Cause
will
we
look at me
know,
and say
like-
you're ugly.
Because we know, like,
That's crazy.
Off
to
the
think.
personality-wise-
off the definition of what he
Of what we-
said.
of what we define.
Yeah,
but not attractive. Tons.
here's
Yeah,
the
that's
thing.
fine. Yeah.
Tons.
Yeah.
Somebody will call Kiana ugly, but when you go down to the definition of what ugly
what it
is,
means,
they were
right.
like, "Well,
Done.
okay, he's not that."
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
I don't find him desirable.
They just be like,
or
I don't
attractive.
like him.
Yeah.
Be like, but is he ugly? He's ugly to me because I don't like
Yeah.
him or something like that.
Yeah,
but it's
right.
like, no,
Right.
I'm not walking in a room. And they're like,
Would you rather someone find you unattractive or someone find you unfunny?
unattractive. I have to make money.
Yeah, make money.
Yeah,
Call me
the way you said
unattractive. Call me ugly. Don't call me not
I
funny.
gotta make money.
Because here's the thing: when you are,
What about you?
because funny, because I'd rather be called unattractive because when you're funny, at the end of the day, you could be unattractive.
and you become
you
attractive.
can become attractive. There's so many comedians out there that are not that attractive and they're funny and they get hella hoes off stage afterwards. So it's like the funny can make women attracted to you. Women, remember, they're not attracted to us. But we look at things differently.
Yeah, we're way more physical.
Right.
than they
Women
are.
will look at the physical, but sometimes they'll look at they can see a star in somebody and be like, he ain't that attractive, but the star in him is attractive.
Yeah, I like his
His-
light. I like
his-
his,
yeah, his
his
ambition,
personality, the way
his all that
the way he
shit.
works, the way he takes care of his kids, whatever. There's so many things that they
Exactly.
factor in.
Exactly.
And we just be like fat ass.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they factor in so much more. So nah, I would rather be called unattractive easily.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're
sure.
gonna wrap this episode up so we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what we don't know when these episodes are dropping at this point, but we'll be out.
Yeah, we do. So we have one coming out
I'll put a promo
next
up.
week, and then this one's coming out the week after that.
Just put a promo
Okay,
up.
I know you're shooting back to back.
And we could just do a
Have we been adding
just
the
a
promos?
separate, just I haven't in the last couple, but I can start.
Yeah.
Or we could just do our own little like separate promo segment to promote whatever.
No,
you
I
wanna
can.
promote.
I'd rather
I can
just put the
insert that.
dates.
I can insert it in something.
Put the dates in.
Yeah, we'll be
there.
out. So just say we will be out in the streets, and they put it on the screen, and then we'll be
Yeah.
out here, and then come follow us. And
Because the only thing I have is the flappers, and that's I would have had to do that
Yeah.
last episode. All my stuff's coming up in like April through the rest of the year.
you flappers
So,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's probably why you can't get more dates because you ugly.
Said nobody ever.
That's crazy to think though.
I mean,
I've never been called ugly to my face before ever.
I don't know if a lot of people are getting into the face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Even-
rude.
I was an ugly kid,
That's
even-
rude
but
as
not
shit.
ugly. I
Even
That's what I'm
wasn't
saying.
ugly.
Like, you weren't
Even on text.
offensive.
Yeah.
But even on text or even on like, I never heard it through like.
I've
home-
actually never, like, I've never heard it. Like,
Yeah, I never
even
heard-
said via somebody. I've
Just
never
said
heard
it.
he's ugly.
Yeah.
I've heard
I've never
I
heard
don't
it either.
like him.
Yeah.
I've never heard it either, but I thought I felt like I should have. Like when girls thought I was cute, I was like, "You think I'm cute?" Like, you know what I mean? But I never, yeah,
That's your insecurity.
yeah, it was my own insecurity, yeah.
No, but I never. But also in the same breath, when people be like, "That nigga fine," I'd be like, "You're doing too much."
Uh-huh.
Like I never thought that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I never thought the extremes of either.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like I'm
Exactly.
like, I don't see
Yeah.
for women who felt that way. I'd be like, I don't see what you see.
yeah.
I'm not.
That's what I feel when people say that you're hilarious. I'm like,
Really?
really? Like hilarious? He's fine. Hilarious though?